Oyo State Anthem. Lautech Anthem.
We sing, oh Lautech, your promotion of applied sciences. All sinners spread strong, and the beginning of the race of progress. Students of Lautech are the leaders today we manifest. Great staff committed to the training of the total persons. Great Lautech, great one of us, always stand for excellence. Great Lautech, greatest one of us, integrity and service. Integrity and service. Integrity and
Please let's be seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the second day of the 15th Convocation Ceremonies of the #1 state university in Nigeria, the best state university, the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. At this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to make some important recognitions, starting with the visitor to the university, the executive governor for your state, Engineer Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, FNSE, ably represented at this occasion by his very amiable deputy, Barrister Bayo Lawal. I'd also like to inform us this morning that we have members of the State House of Assembly. We welcome you all. We welcome the Secretary to the State Government. We welcome the Secretary to the Head of Service, members of the State Executive Council, the Chancellor Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, His Majesty, Sir Honor Sergeant Chidi Awuse, DSSRG, Ineweli Emowa 13th, Olo the 4th, Paramount Ruler of Emowa Kingdom in Rivers State, and his amiable wife, Her Majesty, we welcome you. We would also want to quickly recognize the presence of our Royal Highnesses. We welcome you specially, and we say in Yoruba, Kade Pe Lori Ki Bata Pe Lese. We like to recognize our Lord spiritual and temporal. We want to recognize chancellors of other universities here present. We want to recognize the Pro-chancellor, chairman of the Governing Council of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, and other members of the Governing Council. It is my pleasure to recognize Pro-chancellors of other universities here present. The Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission is here represented by a director in the office of the Executive Secretary, Mr. John Amadou. Please be upstanding for recognition, sir. We want to recognize Vice Chancellors of other universities here present. Members of the Lautech Governing Council, you are especially welcome. We want to recognize registrars of other universities. We want to recognize principal officers of Lautech, starting with the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Moji Diliasu. It is my pleasure, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to recognize the registrar of the university, who is the secretary to the Governing Council and Senate, Dr. Kayode Akindele Ogunleye. It is my pleasure to recognize the bursar, the librarian, provost and deans of this university, members of Senate, members of congregation, heads of departments and units, president and members of the Lautech Alumni Association, greatest Ladokites. We welcome our parents and guardians of these graduates, and we welcome the graduates to their own ceremony. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have special permission to recognize the entourage, the presence of His Royal Majesty, the Olugbon of Orile Igbon, Oba Francis Alao. You are welcome, sir. I have gotten special permission to recognize the following dignitaries who have undertaken to follow the Chancellor to this great event. And I'm starting by specially recognizing the presence of Her Majesty, Dame Dr. Victoria Sergeant Awuse, the wife of the Chancellor. You are welcome, ma'am. We would like to recognize Prince Victor S. Awuse, Prince Yeltsin S. Awuse, Professor Aaron Ojule, former CMD, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, Reverend Professor Chisturu Oluwene, Provost College of Medical Sciences, Rivers State, and Chairman, College of Medical Sciences, Provost in Nigeria. I want to recognize Professor Nlerum Okogbule, Vice Chancellor, Rivers State University. I also want to recognize Dr. Sam Jaja, former Deputy National Chairman of the PDP. We have Chairman MOA local government, that is the local government of the Chancellor, Dr. Chidi Julius Lloyd. I want to recognize the presence of the Ikwere Local Government Council Chairman, Dr. Samuel Nwanosike. Then we have the personal assistant to Her Majesty, Mrs. Nene Pepu. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let me recognize the Chairman and CEO of Vintage Farms and Products Limited, Sir Chief Mike Elechi, and Chief Aldwell Oyeso, Senator-elect, River East Senatorial District. At this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me call on the registrar to come and take over so that we can start the program. Oh, I am so sorry. We have the Commissioner for Education in Oyo State, Barrister Abdurrahim Abdurrahman Abiodun. Please, sir, you are welcome, sir. I would like to hand over to the registrar.
The Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso Law, empowers the university to grant degrees, diplomas, certificates, and other distinctions, as well as award of medals, prizes, and other titles. It also provides that the Chancellor shall preside at all meetings of congregation held for the purpose of conferring degrees. Consequently, I hereby invite the Chancellor to constitute this assembly as congregation and declare the ceremony open for the purposes of award of higher degrees and conferment of honorary degrees.
I hereby constitute this assembly as a congregation of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, and declare this convocation ceremony open for the purpose of award of higher degrees and conferment of honorary degrees.
The Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to call upon the Pro-chancellor and Chairman of Council, Professor Ayodeji Omale, to deliver his address to the congregation.
While standing on existing protocol, it is my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to another landmark event, which is the 15th convocation ceremony of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. It is a great honor to have you great men and women of honor from various spheres of life sitting in this auditorium to show your support for the university. The 14th convocation ceremony, which held around this time last year, witnessed 5 sets of graduates of the university who had graduated since 2016, but were only able to do convocation in 2022 due to the state of anomy in the university then. As a council, we came on board in 2021. We were determined that henceforth, convocation ceremonies, which is one of the recognized and cherished traditions of the universities all over the world, will henceforth hold on Founders Day. And I'm delighted that we are here once again this year, despite all odds, to hold the 15th convocation ceremony of this university. Today, we all have every cause to be thankful to God for keeping us alive and sustaining this legacy in Lautech. It is a simple way of saying the era of crisis and arbitrariness is over in Lautech. After many years without a chancellor, I am delighted to announce to this August assembly that the governor and the visitor to the university, His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde, recently appointed His Royal Majesty Sir Honor Sergeant Chidi Awuzie Nnewi Eli Emoha 8, all of us, the paramount ruler of Emoha Kingdom, as the 6th chancellor of the university. The first chancellor of the university to come from outside the western states. This notable and eminent royal father has graciously accepted the offer, and his investiture held on Friday, 28 April 2023. The chancellor has assumed office and very much ready to perform his statutory duty at this memorable occasion. My discussion with him on our visit to him in his palace in MOA show that he is willing and ready to help this university to soar higher. With my interaction with him so far, and what we saw when we paid him a courtesy visit in his kingdom, I can boldly say that the governor has made the right choice and good choice for this university by appointing a world-class monarch as the chancellor of this university. It is important to briefly state here that though the role of the chancellor in the university administration is largely ceremonial, it is part of the structure and line of authority in Nigerian university system. With this appointment, the lines of authority and organogram of the university is complete. The principal officers of the university, channel of authority and communication in the university is now complete. For this, we are grateful to His Excellency, the Oyo State Governor and the Visitor to Lautech. Permit me to highlight some of the university achievements in the last few years, particularly in the area of research, internalization, infrastructure upgrade, and other facets of development. Our staff students continue to win laureates locally and internationally, depicting academic excellence the university portrays. Our staff, both teaching and non-teaching, have kept the ball rolling and are highly recognized in the scheme of development of the university. The present governing council will, with ever-increasing support from the state government and the governor of Oyo State, has been able to achieve a number of successes in a bid to move Lautech forward towards achievement of his said goal and making the university a world-class citadel of learning and a university of first choice. The Oyo State government, under the administration of Governor Seyi Makinde, has deployed all human, material, and financial resources at its cover to make possible the takeoff of the newly established College of Agricultural Sciences and Renewable Natural Resources, Iseyin campus. In addition to the existing departments in the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, additional department of Aquaculture and Fisheries Management, Wildlife and Ecotourism Management, and Forest Resources Management have been added. The administrative building of the college, 2 500 capacity auditorium with conference room and offices, office building, laboratory complex, which were funded by Oyo State government, TED fund and needs assessment, have been completed for a seamless takeoff of academic activities in the Iseyin campus. In addition to this, the road projects, the perimeter fencing, and gatehouse are already at advanced stage. The College of Health Sciences. It is what being mentioned here that the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria recently approved increase in the admission quota of medicine from 75 to 120 for Lautech College of Health Sciences. This was made possible by the goodwill and concerted effort of His Excellency, Engineer Seyi Makinde, the unflinching hard work of the council members and the university management, who have remained resolute and determined to further concrete the development in the College of Health Sciences and as well cooperation of members of staff. On admission, it is my pleasure to inform this assembly that Lautech has now become a destination of first choice for students seeking admission to universities. Prior to this time, the university was struggling to attract candidates for admission to the university. But today, it has become difficult to satisfy admission requests because of limited admission quota granted the university by JAMB and NUC. Suffice to stay here that concerted efforts are being made by the university management in conjunction with council to seek increase in admission quota for the university with the regulatory bodies. Towards increasing the admission opportunity for candidates, especially Oyo State indigent, seeking admission, in line with the directive of our proprietor, the state government council has mandated the university management to hasten the process of having more conventional programs in humanities, such as law, education, mass communication, political science, psychology, among others, in the place in this university. Increasing global visibility and ranking. LAUTECH is reputable for being one of the Nigerian leading institutions, especially in area of research and innovation. And this part, which is consolidated under our watch, has taken the university further to be ranked as the 4th best university and the best state university in the country. A vital ingredient for the success being recorded is the unwavering focus the institution has placed on providing high-quality teaching based on cutting-edge research. This is a result of a clear evidence of our recent approach to research output, internalization and quality of staff and students. University looks forward to sustaining this feat. Staff and student welfare. Upon inauguration of this council, staff were being owed various areas by the various university administration and government, with many promotions outstanding. But this council, with the support of Oyo State government, has been able to pay some of these areas, while promotions are now being done timely. Among other areas that have been paid is about 12 months of minimum wage with its consequential adjustment, while efforts are being made to take care of the university pensioners and gratuity. With stable academic calendar, most of these areas will be paid off in no time. Let me explain here. We realize that when people retire, they don't get their gratuity. At the level of council, I remember I told my council that the umbrella union that all of us who are still in active service will join eventually is the Nigerian Union of Pensioners. Whether you are in ASU, SANU, or whatever union you are, at the end of the day, you will join NUP. And it is better for us to begin to take care of our pensioners, so that by the time we get there, we won't have problem. I consider it imperative for me at this junction to assure all staff and students that the governing council is much concerned about their welfare. I also need to place on record my appreciation of the cooperation which council has received so far from staff union for their positive disposition on resolving gradually the issue of outstanding allowances. Council is ever ready, is ever disposed to defray any outstanding areas as soon as resources are available to do so. Along the line, efforts are being made to make the university environment conducive for students, learning and activities by providing basic and minimum infrastructural need of the student. Interventions are coming from some alumni, individuals, and corporate bodies by donating infrastructures to the university, which the students are benefiting from. We cannot underplay the challenges of inadequate financial resources confronting the university. It is high time now for the university to harness its potential, both human and material, to improve on the generation of funds for the upkeep of the institution. In this regard, I wish to specifically commend the effort of the acting Vice Chancellor and his team in ensuring that the fund allocated to the university by the state government and the funding agencies, such as state funding assessment and others, were put to judicious use, which has led to successful completion of some building projects while others are ongoing. Before we came on board as council, we realized that so many projects are delayed and some are even abandoned because of lack of thorough supervision. The council, in its wisdom, decided to set up a council monitoring, a project monitoring committee that is responsible directly to council. And as a result, since the commencement of our tenure, we have never had any abandoned project, and we will not have. Donation of building by the family of Samuel Ladoke Akitola. I wish to bring to the attention of the university community and our guests that the council at its meeting was glad to receive a report on the decision of the family of the former premier of the Western region, Chief S.L. Akitola, who this university is named after, to donate for the use of the university their house at Okeado in Ogbomoso. Council not only approved that the house be renovated and put to use by the university management, but also directed the family should be appreciated. Council not only appreciate the good gesture of the family, but remain eternally grateful to them. Donation of design and simulation lab by an alumnus to show the extent to which the university alumnus have been working in partnership with the university. On Tuesday, April 25th, Tony of Sword of Design and Simulation Lab donated by one of the alumni of this university in person of Chief Alfred Aritasha Mpapo, a 2003 graduate of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, was done. This is a lesson for those of you just graduating today, that you should learn to give back to the institution that nurture you to become whatever and whoever you are. We are grateful to Chief Alfred Aritasha, the future of LAUTECH. The dream of the founding father of this university is to make it one of the best world-class universities, exhibiting all the qualities of a center of academic excellence for the advancement of technology in meeting socio-cultural needs of the society. As a leading tertiary institution, LAUTECH is driven by passion to always achieve more and enhance our reputation nationally and internationally. For this reason, the stakeholders always ensure that the academic program being run in the university are relevant to the needs of the people within the university catchment area and the country at large by providing an excellent balance between the essential principles of theory and practical application and scientific innovation or creative endeavor. These programs are geared to produce critical manpower with the requisite skill to make our students future titans in their chosen field of endeavor. The Governing Council is highly prepared to join hands with the owner state government, the university management, staff, students, and all other stakeholders to position the university such that it will be able to provide suitable conditions for advancement of knowledge through research and learning, produce self-reliant graduates, apply technology-driven knowledge to creativity and positive impact on the global environment, and to be an epitome of integrity and service. I sincerely appreciate and thank all our donors for their kindness and philanthropic gesture, which has helped in the great measure to uplift LAUTECH thus far. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you all to be part of this progressive march, to put in all the best support and wherewithal to achieve the desired result for posterity. Conclusion. I'm using this privilege to congratulate our distinguished honorary degree awardees. Being the usual practice at convocation, conferment of various honorary degrees will be granted to a number of deserving eminent citizens of Oyo State, Nigeria, and international figures who possesses exemplary qualities and must have contributed to the advancement of knowledge and humanity. By this conferment of the honorary degree of the University of U, we expect you to join us in taking our university to a greater height through your contribution one way or the other. While I congratulate all the graduates and their parents for successes being celebrated today, may I leave you with the word of Newton D. Baker. Your schooling may be over, but remember that your education still continues. You are therefore enjoined to engage yourself in continuous training and education, and be always prepared to contribute your own quota to nation building. To all other stakeholders in this laudable LAUTECH project, I join Benjamin Franklin to remind you of the fact that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And I make bold to say that the best interest is that which serves humanity best. Thank you all for your attention.
Can we please give a round of applause to the Pro-chancellor and the chairman of the University Governing Council? In line with the speech just delivered by the Pro-chancellor and chairman of the University Governing Council, I've just been informed now that the representative of the family of Chief S.L. Akintola, who are representing Chief Ambassador Yomi Akintola and Dr. Bimbo Akintola, the Ladoke Akintola Memorial Foundation, they are here. Want to recognize you especially for the good job you are doing concerning this university. Are they here? Want to recognize your presence. And if you are there, please can you step forward? There is a place reserved for you near. Please, you can come forward here. Thank you very much. We appreciate the family and others who are helping the university to move forward. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to call upon the visitor to Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, His Excellency Engineer Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, the Executive Governor of your state, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, to deliver his address to the congregation. Your Excellency.
Thank you. May we be seated, please? Thank you. Well, in this type of environment, it's so difficult to really follow a particular order of protocol because the congregation is an admixture of academic, political, social, traditional, so it's extremely difficult for us to really follow particular order of protocol. But whichever way we go, I think you have a profound understanding that this is how we are and who we are in Africa. But we will try to do some alignment with official protocol. And by that, let me proceed like this. I do not know whether the executive governor for Osun State is around, because the list given to him, to me, is suggesting that His Excellency is around. Is he? He's not around. The Chancellor of Ladoke Akintola University, His Royal Majesty Sir Sergeant Chidi Awuse, the paramount ruler of Moa Kingdom of Rivers State. The Pro-chancellor and Chairman Governing Council, Professor Ayodeji Oludari Omole, you are recognized. The Acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mojid Olaide Liasu, you are recognized. The Registrar of the University, the Bursar of the University, and the Librarian as well. Of course, the Honorable Commissioner for Education is here. You are duly recognized. And all the commissioners here, particularly I saw Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Professor Shagodoyin, you are duly recognized. His Royal Majesty, Kabiyesi Oba Francis Alao, the Olugbon of Orilegbon. Sir, you are duly recognized. And all other royal fathers that are present this morning. The chancellors and vice chancellors of various universities present here this morning, you are duly recognized. Members of the Governing Council of LAUTECH. Of course, I cannot but recognize very especially the entourage of the Chancellor, particularly Dame Her Majesty, Dame Chidi Awuse. Mama, you are duly recognized. Of course, distinguished personalities and well-wishers who have come to grace this occasion this morning, either as guests of the university or guardians of graduates, you are all duly recognized this morning. Distinguished gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Well, I say good morning to you all. Now, by law, I am not the visitor of Ladoke Akintola University. The governor is the visitor. But I am here representing the governor, and whatever I say here is the saying of the governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde. And here is his speech. It goes thus: protocol, as I have rarely read out, said, I am most delighted to stand before you this morning at another occasion of graduates of Ladoke Akintola University, Lautech, Ogbomoso. We were here last year to celebrate a crop of young and upcoming leaders of tomorrow who were produced by this institution. I'm glad that despite all odds, I'm able to stand before you again this year as visitor to the university to celebrate with you another set of graduates of the university. This is the type of stability and development we expect in this university. So on behalf of good people of your state, I express my satisfaction with the way graduates of this university have conducted themselves in the few places that I have met them, while advising them not to rest on their oars. I want to thank their lecturers for inculcating in them the spirit of discipline and nation building. May I also express our gratitude to every stakeholder, students, lecturers, members of the non-teaching staff, as well as their parents and guardians, who have ensured that our aspirations for this university are met at all times, and assure you that we shall renew our commitment to the continuous greatness of this university. I want to give kudos to the Pro-chancellor and chairman of Lautech Governing Council and members of council, as well as others who have taken the pains to understand our thoughts on this university, even as they agree with us that Oyo State is an asset to the nation when it comes to producing first-class manpower in today's emerging technology age. We shall continue to discharge our responsibilities to you and form a stronger synergy in the task of making our society a place for all of us to live in. All we ask for is that everybody does his or her own part to ensure that we steadily live our appellations, which are Ajisebi Oyo Lari and Asiwaju Niwa. I think this is one that is contentious. Asiwaju Niwa, that is, we are pace setters in the Committee of States in this country. I remember telling you last year at the 14th Combined Special Convocation Ceremonies that our goal will be to struggle at playing in the prime of places. Distinguished Nigerians, and particularly our people in the pace-setter state, we are consistently focused on producing a university of first choice that will grow to become the envy of all. Our focus on expanding the institution to make functional education available to our children is still not blurred. We are consistently assured by what we see in terms of progress made at the College of Agricultural Sciences and Renewable Natural Resources, is in campus, that we took a well-calculating and reassuring risk that is today giving hope that we will finish well. Today, some state of the art buildings are ready for occupation in the same campus of this university. And I believe that the Pro-chancellor alluded to that in his speech a while ago. So this is a promise made and a promise kept. My people of Oyo State, I'm also glad that the accreditation for medical program that was non-existent when we secured sole ownership of this institution in 2020 is today not only earned, but with increase in carrying capacity from 75 students to 120 students. I tell you, thank you very much. I tell you that we are not there yet, but at least we now have a plank on which we can continue to ask for more, even as we undertake to commit our resources to doing more towards seeing LAUTECH becoming #1 institution, not only in this country, but one of the leading institutions in the world. As I thank leaders and membership of the Workers' Union for making job easy, may I plead that we re-energize ourselves to our agreement to ensuring stable academic calendar while we concentrate on things that will assist us discharge our responsibility to prioritizing your welfare in an atmosphere of peace. I have renewed confidence in the Governing Council of LAUTECH to drive the institution in the safest manner so that we can all remain proud. We can all remain proud owners of the commonwealth that God has blessed us with. Let me thank all our people that have decided to join us to celebrate another landmark in this university and congratulate our friends, particularly from River State, who are here to witness the investiture of our 6th Chancellor, the first from outside of the southwest region of Nigeria, His Royal Majesty, Sir Sergeant Honor Chidi Awuse, the paramount ruler of Emoa Kingdom, Rivers State. Well, I believe that deserves an applause. Thank you, thank you. Now we have discussed with him, and he has given us his words to serve us most heartily in such a way to bring up the hidden treasure of this great citadel of learning. I cannot end this speech without appreciating the LAUTECH community in particular, and Ogbomoso people in general, for your overwhelming support for His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Oluseyi Makinde, during the last gubernatorial election. Thank you. Thank you. You spoke loud and clear to me, to His Excellency the Governor, with your votes, and I have heard you. We will continue to redouble our efforts towards making LAUTECH reach the heights which we have set for it and make Ogbomoso land to be proud of their votes for us. Let me also use this opportunity to congratulate the honorary degree awardees of today. You were identified and honored today because of your pedigree and what you have done for the society. I hope you will continue to do more for this institution and society at large. Even after this honorary degree awards. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, I congratulate all of you and I thank you for listening. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Shall we rise up and still give our Deputy Governor, the representative of the Executive Governor of your state, another round of applause for the speech well delivered. Honorable Chancellor, the persons whose names will be called have fulfilled the requirement of the status and regulations of the university and have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy. I therefore call upon the Dean of the Postgraduate School to present the graduating students. Dean, Postgraduate School, Professor W. Ogunshola.
Will the graduating Doctor of Philosophy degree students please stand and remain standing? Honorable Chancellor, sir, I present the graduating Doctor of Philosophy degree students standing before you and those who are unavoidably absent for whom I'm standing proxy and who have successfully completed their respected training for Doctor of Philosophy degrees of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Starting from Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, please, as I call your name, you come to the front to take the handshake of the Chancellor. Adetoye Adesola Gideon, Belewu Kafayat Yemisi, Oladele Deborah Tosin, Ojedokun Idris Kayode, Toromade Adekunle Stephen, Abegunde Tewogbade Modupe, Odunola Adetayo Olubomi, Olofinade Anthony Tope, Adedokun Samuel Adeyinka, Akambi Olusola Anoluwapo, Adeyemo Isiaka Akikome, Ojo Olufemi Samuel, Adeyanju Ezekiel Amole, Oloyede Christopher Tunji, Orisaleye Joseph Ifeolu, Karim Mutiu Abiodun, Falui Bamidele Ibitayo, Makinde Bukola Oyeladun, Olukiran Oyenike Adoni, Olaoluwa Adeoye Olayinka, Iroka Chidima Joy, Rabiu Emmanuel Oluwatosin, Fawole Ayobami Olatunji, Oluwole Esther Toyin, Salimon Sunday Adeleke, Ojo Kayode Ebenezer, Bakare Tajudeen Olufemi, Alimi Adesola Olutoyin, Arilesere Wahid Oladimeji, Alimi Akindapo Abbas, Adebiyi Julia, Akinrinola Moro Mubo Olayinka, Adebayo, Ademola, Odeyemi Joshua Taiwo, Akane Lanre Fatai, Ajayi Julius Oluwafuminiyi, Oye Niran Oluwatoyin Adiola, Soda Made Abiodun, Adeshokan, Sahid Ademola, Omaloye Musbao, Abayomi, Aselebe, Latifat Olanike, Afolabi Muritala Kande, Adewumi, Hope Kufrola, Ayanlola, Paul Sola. Yes. Yes. Sanusi Bashir Adisa, Ibrahim Sola Olanrewaju, Fajimi Adewemo Oluwakemi, Odeniyi Akinkunmi Olatubosun, Agboola Olugbenga Solomon, Adeoye Mary Abosede, Olorunnisola Abiola Olubukola, Aruwa J, Akinola Michael, Salako Badero, and Oloke Olufonso Olanike. Okay. Ajiboye Tolulope Stella. Yes.
By the authority of Senate, I admit you all and severally to the various degrees of Doctor of Philosophy of Oladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso.
Please be seated. Master's degree and postgraduate diploma. Chancellor, sir, the persons whose names will be called have fulfilled the requirements of the status and regulations of the university and have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to higher degrees. I therefore call upon the Dean of Postgraduate School to present the graduates.
Thank you, sir. Will all the graduating students for the award of higher degrees of Oladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, please stand? The Chancellor, sir, I present the postgraduate graduating master's degrees and diploma students standing before you and those who are unavoidably absent, for whom I stand prosy, who have successfully completed their various postgraduate examinations and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to higher degrees of master's and postgraduate diploma in their respective disciplines. Sir,
by the authority of Senate, I admit you all and severally to the various degrees of Masters of Philosophy, Master of Science, Master of Technology, Master in Information Technology, Master in Business Administration, Master in Public Administration, Master in Transport Management, and Postgraduate Diploma of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso.
Please be seated. You can please have your seats. Congratulations to you. Conferment of honorary degrees, honoris causa. Chancellor, sir, the Council and Senate of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology have resolved that honorary degrees be conferred on worthy persons in the society. I therefore call upon the public orators to present the following graduates for the honorary degree. I therefore call upon the public orators to present the following graduates for the honorary degrees. I first of all call on Air Vice Marshal Jacob Adigun, retired, who is to be awarded Doctor of Business Administration, DBA, honoris causa. Please step forward. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I humbly request that Air Vice Marshal Adigun remain standing as I take the citation. The Chancellor, sir, standing before us is Air Vice Marshal Adigun. Air Vice Marshal Adigun was born on the 2nd of October 1960 in Jos Plateau State to the family of Pa Samuel Oniyirokun and Madam Esther Ayoka Adigun, both of blessed memory. He hailed from Ile Bara Alase in Mashifa area of Ogbomoso North local government area, Oyo State, Nigeria. Jacob Bolaji Adigun attended Baptist Day Primary School in Jos from 1967 to 1973, and he proceeded to the Government College, Kaduna, from 1974 to 1979, where he obtained the West Africa School Certificate Grade 1 with distinctions. He enlisted into the prestigious Nigerian Defense Academy in 1980 as a participant of the 28 regular courses offered at the institution. After the cadet training, he was commissioned into the Nigerian Air Force in July 1983 as a pilot officer. He further went to the Army School of Finance and Account, NASFA, Apapa, Lagos, from 1983 to 1987, where he obtained his HND in accountancy. He became a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria in 1995, having crossed the hurdle of becoming an ICANN member. Being a lover of knowledge, Air Vice Marshal Adigun, in addition, obtained a professional master's in business administration, finance option, from the renowned University of Lagos in 1997. Having started his career with the Nigerian Air Force, the Chancellor, sir, he rose through the rank and file and served in different capacities from inception till retirement. He started off as a Staff Officer 3 at the Finance Unit of NDA, Kaduna. Between 1988 and 1991, He was the finance officer at the headquarters of Nigerian Air Force Base at Ikeja, Lagos, from 1991 to 1993. He became a staff officer, too, for budget between 1995 and 1996. He was the directing staff of the Command and College and Staff College, Jaji, Kaduna, between year 2000 and 2003. And he was the deputy director for account department at Nigerian Air Force Headquarters, Abuja, between year 2003 and 2004. Here, Vice Marshal Adigun became the command finance officer at the Tactical Air Command Headquarters, Makurdi, Benue State, in year 2006. He was the sole representative to the Nigerian Armed Forces in the Committee of Experts on Wage Fixing in 2009. He attained the position of the Director of Nigerian Air Force, Military Pension Board, Abuja, between year 2010 and 2012, and was also the Director of Personnel Services at Defense Headquarters, Abuja, in 2016. With his professional calling as a military personnel, the capable and gallant Air Vice Marshal Adigun attended the Junior Division course at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji, Kaduna, between June and December 1993. He also participated in the Senior Division course at the same college from July 1999 to June year 2000. Chancellor, sir, permit me to inform that retired Air Vice Marshal Adigun was awarded the Best Overall Student, in addition to the recognition he received for achieving the Best Commandant paper. On the account of this recognition, he was retained as the first ever directing staff from the Finance Corps of the Nigerian Air Force. On the completion of his tour of duty as directing staff, he was presented the reputable Past Staff College Dagger, shortly known as PSC Dagger. Retired Air Vice Marshal Adigun also participated and completed the course 17, at the National Defense College, Abuja, between August 2008 and July 2009, where he bagged another award of Best Overall Participant. In addition to his brilliant performance, he became the recipient of another award known as the Commandant Award for the Best Research. The research is titled Energy Security and Economic Development in Nigeria, Biofuels and Additional Source, a paper which was highly recommended by Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. To mention a few, Air Vice Marshal Adigun retired, attended several military-related courses with the Defense Intelligence Agency and other military organizations in Nigeria, where he also has so many military decorations to himself. Okay. Air Vice Marshal Adigun has traveled far and near and attended various conferences and seminars within and outside the country. Through the group command training and many international resource outfits, especially in Dubai and UK. He served in the military for 36 years and rose to the enviable rank of Air Vice Marshal before retiring voluntarily from meritorious service in October 2016. Outside the official activities, he is a keen sportsman. He plays golf and badminton, and is an officer and a gentleman of high societal status, a philanthropist and God-fearing individual who empathizes with others. In recognition of his worth and contributions to his ancestral land, Ogbomosho, he was conferred with the title of Chief Akogun of Ogbomosho land. He is the incumbent chairman of Ogbomosho Descendants. The development in recognition of his worth and contribution to his ancestral land, Ogbomosho, he was conferred with the title of Chief Akogun of Ogbomosho land. He is the incumbent chairman of Ogbomosho Descendant Development Association, home and abroad. The chairman, Ayoka Foundation, an establishment he found in memory of his mother to give opportunity to the less privileged and help to the needy. Beyond Ogbomosho, here Vice Marshal Adigun is a member of the prestigious Ikoyi Club in Lagos and IBB Golf Club, Abuja. He is happily married to Mrs. Helen Oluwafunmilayo Adigun, and they are blessed with wonderful children. Welcome with me a gallant officer, an erudite scholar, a dedicated husband, a dutiful father, an amiable philanthropist, a God-fearing leader with dependable personality, and a great humanitarian in person of here Vice Marshal Jacob Bolaji Adigun. Chancellor, sir, I present to you here Vice Marshal Jacob Bolaji Adigun, a recipient for the award of the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, Honoris Causa, of this citadel of learning, the best state university and the fourth best university in Nigeria, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology.
By the power conferred on me, I confer on you the degree of Doctorate of Business Administration, Honoris Causa.
While the program was on, we are privileged and honored to have in our midst the Executive Governor of Osun State, His Excellency Senator Ademola Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke Imale Osun. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The next honorary degree awardee is no other person than Ambassador Hassan Ado Toko, OFR, to be awarded Doctor of Letters, Honoris Causa. I call upon the public orator. Please, Ambassador, you can step forward to receive the honor.
Chancellor, sir, distinguished audience, standing before this congregation of academics, administrators, political leaders, and prime movers of the society is a veteran of international diplomacy. He is Ambassador Azan Ado Tuko, MSc OFR, who was born on the 3rd of January 1957 in Kilbawo, Jeddah local government area of Adamawa State of Nigeria. His educational adventure in the northern part of Nigeria started in 1964 as a primary school pupil, culminating in a Bachelor of Science degree in political science from the Bayero University, Kano in 1980. Ambassador Ado Tuko started his career as the chief examiner of the government college, BIDA, between 1980 and 1981, from where he joined the Ministry of External Affairs in August 1981. At the Ministry of External Affairs, his internal duty posting crisscrossed Finance Department, Welfare Department, and African Affairs, while the external posting were to Saudi Arabia, the United Kingdom, and Equatorial Guinea. From 1984 to 1985, he served as the principal protocol officer to the then head of state at the State House in Lagos. Between 1985 and 1998, Ambassador Tuko was a Nigeria diplomat and served in the Embassy of Nigeria in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, the Nigeria High Commission in London, and the Embassy of Nigeria in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, where he was charged the Affairs AI. He was a member of the National Boundary Commission, Technical Committee on Boundary Negotiation from 1989 to 2005. He successfully assisted in the resolution of many regional conflicts, especially in Côte d'Ivoire, Guinea-Bissau, Sao Tome and Principe, Mali, and Niger during his illustrious career in the public service. In April 2002, Ambassador Tuko was seconded to the Nigeria Sao Tome and Principe Joint Development Authority as Deputy Director, Office of the Chairman, and subsequently, he was appointed as the Executive Director, Finance and Administration in the same organization. In January 2005, Ambassador Azan Ado Tuko was promoted to Foreign Service Officer Grade 1, CADA, at the Embassy of Nigeria in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea. On his return from Malabo in 2006, he served as Special Assistant to the Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs for 2 years. He was appointed the Secretary of the National Energy Council and served as Senior Special Assistant to the President on Energy Partnership from September 2007 to June 2010. He subsequently served as the Principal Secretary to the President from June 2010 to May 2015. Due to his outstanding service, he was conferred with Ambassador in situ by the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in July 2010. Chancellor, sir, Permit me to mention more of the career milestones of Ambassador Azan Adotuko, which include his membership of the United Nations election team to Namibia that ensured the Southwest African People's Organization's victory, the SWAPO's victory, to usher in Namibia's independence from October to December 1989. He successfully guided negotiations on the maritime boundary demarcations between Nigeria and Equatorial Guinea, leading to the signing of a treaty between the two countries, which saved about 6 billion barrels of oil reserve for Nigeria, as well paved the way for the unitization of Zafira and Kanga oil fields, which yielded revenue of over $2 billion to Nigeria and added 62 million barrels of oil reserves. This great work earned him a national honor from Equatorial Guinea as the commander of the Order of Independence of Equatorial Guinea. Ambassador Adotuko also actively participated in the negotiations that led to the signing of the Joint Development Zone, the JDZ Treaty, between Nigeria and Democratic Republic of Sao Tome and Principe, the DRSTP. The treaty, apart from safeguarding Nigeria's interest, yielded over 350 million by way of signature bonus to the state parties. In further recognition of his selfless service to Nigeria, Ambassador Tuko was conferred with the national honor of Member of Order of the Federal Republic, MFR, in 2004. An officer of the Order of the Federal Republic, OFR, in year 2011 by the respective presidents of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. His outstanding service was not only to Federal Republic of Nigeria, he is also recognized outside the shores of Nigeria, as he was also conferred with the national honor of Côte d'Ivoire, that is, the Order of the Nation of Côte d'Ivoire, on 18 August 2022. And the honor of the Order of the Merit of Niger, OMN, one of the highest awards in Niger Republic, in December 2022. This is in recognition of his contribution to the development of the respective countries over the years. Ambassador Tuko retired voluntarily from the civil service on 31st December 2015. Though retired but not tired, he currently serves as the Chairman, Board of Trustees for Unveiling and Rebranding Nigeria Initiatives from November 2019 till date. Chairman, Board, Gulf of Guinea Consulting, the Vice Chairman, Dragon Oil and Gas, an exploration and production company operating in Côte d'Ivoire, as well as the Chairman of the Board of the Kano Electricity Distribution Company. His hobbies include reading, philanthropy, and football. Chancellor Sir, distinguished audience, today we have Ambassador Adotuko, a real estate developer, gold and nickel miner in Nigeria, amongst others, a family man whose marriage is blessed with children, a polyglot who speaks 7 languages, of which 4 are international and 3 are local languages. Chancellor Sir, distinguished audience, I hereby present this great Nigerian, an astute technocrat, renowned diplomat, selfless leader, an international negotiator, Ambassador Azan Adotuko, MFCOFR, for the award of Doctor of Letters, Honoris CAUSA, of this dinosaur of higher education and perennial best state university in Nigeria, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Thank you.
By the power conferred on me, I confer on you the degree of Doctors of Letters Honoris Causa of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. Congratulations.
The next to be awarded honorary degree is Prince Adeyemi Olatunde Adiatu, to be conferred with Doctor of Business Administration, DBA, Honoris Causa. Please step forward while the orator comes forward to read his citation. The orator, please.
Standing on the already established protocol, I hereby present the profile of Prince Olatunde Adeyemi Olatunde Adiatu. The Chancellor, sir, this is a citation. This citation of a visionary leader. The citation of a seasoned entrepreneur and astute businessman of international repute with over 20 years of productive experience. This is the citation of Prince Adeyemi Adiatu, born of Iwo Osun State heritage, born about 4.5 decades here in Ogbomoso, to a medical practitioner, late Prince G.A. Adiatu of the famous Ariyo Maternity Home and Clinic, otherwise known as Adiatu Hospital, which is one of the, the foremost health clinics in Ogbomoso at Odoru area of Ogbomoso. Prince Adeyemi Adiatu is an avid believer in education and lifelong learning. Prince Adeyemi Adiatu obtained his first degree in pure and applied chemistry in 2001 from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, followed by an MBA in marketing from the same very institution in 2007. His insatiable thirst for knowledge led him to the prestigious Harvard Business School, where he completed the Owner President Management Program in 2019. And he also earned a second MBA at the Metropolitan School of Business and Management in the UK. The Chancellor, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Prince Adeyemi Adiatu is a renowned entrepreneur and businessman who believes in the relentless pursuit of opportunities with little or no resources. He has built several businesses on the core tenets of meeting needs and has diversified his portfolio in oil and gas, real estate and construction, medical diagnostics and aviation, employing hundreds of people directly and much more indirectly. Prince Adeyemi Adiatu is the group CEO of a number of leading companies in their respective industries. In the oil and gas industry, he is the co-founder CEO of Toucan Energy Resources Limited, one of the foremost petroleum importation and trading companies in Nigeria. Tulkan Energy was awarded the Indigenous Integrated Energy Solution Company and the Oilfield Support Services Company of the Year by Business Day. In the aviation sector, Prince Adiatu founded and has strategic oversight of Afloat Limited, a company that plays a vital role in the Nigerian aviation fueling space, supplying clean passenger and cargo planes, such as Dana Airline, Hero Contractor, Asman, Max Air, DHL, etc. Prince Tayo Adeyemi Adiatu also head Puadas Nigeria Limited, a niche real estate and construction company with several projects completed satisfactorily for clients ranging from governments, universities, parastatals, and other private institutions. Puadas is involved in civil, structural, and specialized engineering projects. Prince Adiatu Adeyemi is the CEO of V-Care Diagnostic Limited, a medical diagnostic company with a vision to revolutionize the diagnostic industry by becoming the go-to reference laboratory. V-Care, a Lagos State accredited and NCDC recognized lab for RT-PCR testing for COVID-19, operates on a B2C and B2B model to other laboratories, hospitals, and HMOs in Nigeria and across Africa. The Chancellor, sir, Prince Tayo Adeyemi Adiatu, contributions to society go far beyond his successive business ventures. He has made extraordinary contributions to the development of human capital, especially among teenagers and young adults, and has sponsored several students by awarding scholarships up to tertiary level. Through one of his companies, he sponsors the annual Think Essay competition, which recognizes and rewards both indigenous and foreign students who excel in character and learning. The Chancellor, sir, the man standing before us today, is a promoter of sports and the preservation of arts and culture. He came to rescue of the Nigerian Women Football League, which hitherto lacked sponsorship, and as the major sponsor, he brought the league from the obscurity to the limelight. He is also a philanthropist. Every year, he distributes food items to hundreds of low-income and unprivileged people in his community. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, he distributed relief materials to numerous individuals and families across the country. Prince Adeyemi Adiatu is a recipient of many awards and belongs to several professional associations, among which are Young President Association, Institute of Directors, Registered Administrative Managers of Nigeria, American Society of Mechanical Engineers, and Ikoyi Club 1938. Prince Adeyemi Adiatu is married to Adetola Adiatu, and they have two lovely children, Florence and Diana. The Chancellor, sir, Prince Adeyemi Adiatu's dedication to excellence and unwavering commitment to making a positive impact on society make him a true ambassador of our esteemed institution. In conclusion, it is with the utmost honor and privilege that I present to you a trailblazer and pace setter, a team player, a man of sterling qualities and impeccable character, a committed philanthropist, an innovative high flyer among his peers, an admirable mentor and influencer, a purposeful entrepreneur who embodies the values and principles that Lautech stand for, and an astute businessman of international repute, Prince Adeyemi Adiatu, the first alumnus to receive this prestigious award for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, DBA Honoris Causa of Ladoke Akintola, University of Technology, Ogbomoso, on this day, 29 of April 2023.
Thank you. By the power conferred on me, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, Honoris Caucus, of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso.
We have the fourth person who has been recommended for award of honorary degree by this great university, in person of an astute businesswoman who, even before being offered this award, had built a project building in this university named Bovas Building. And she is Mrs. Victoria Adola Sampson, Managing Director, Bovas Company Limited. I have the honor and privilege to call upon Mrs. Victoria Adola Sampson to step forward for recognition and the orator to read a citation. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen present here this afternoon, I crave your indulgence. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. This award was to be given last year. Around this time last year, Lautech went fishing, but our target fish slipped out of our net. But with our concerted effort, and because a goldfish and a big one like Mrs. Victoria Adola Sampson has no hiding place, I must confess that we are most delighted to have you here this morning. Mrs. Victoria Adola Sampson was born in Ire, Osun State, on a day in December, some 70 years ago, under the Sagittarius zodiac sign, a people who are known as trailblazers and innovators. A man truly is what his name says. Hence the Yoruba will say, Oruko Omoni Ijanu Omo. A child name is the reins, and like the remote control of any device, the name guides and controls a person's destiny. True to this saying, and standing before you all this day, is a rare gem who has been swinging in her names. She was named Victoria, a name with a Latin origin which means conqueror. Victoria was also the name of a goddess who smiled on ancient Roman people. Our own Victoria has been putting smiles on many faces for many years now. She was also named Adunola, meaning sweetness of wealth. God has blessed her, and with her wealth she has been a blessing and a source of succor to many in the most trying moments in this country. Behind every successful woman there is a man. In fulfillment of her marital destiny, the name Samson which symbolizes great strength to perform superhuman feats, was added to her names. Samson, a biblical character, whose birth was foretold as someone who will save his people from suffering, and whose name is synonymous with a son and a shield. From her names, it is therefore no surprise why she has become a shield to the suffering of the masses and a shining light. The path of every man precedes his birth and was already ordered by the Creator. Mama Bovas, as she's fondly called, lived her early school years in Ilesha, a town renowned in Yoruba land for astute businessmen and women of note. Mrs. Victoria Adunola Sampson attended Anglican Primary School, Ilesha, and Ilesha Grammar School for her secondary education. I believe the seed for business must have been planted in her from this early stage among the Ijeshas, people who are acclaimed for their sheer business entrepreneurial prowess. Mrs. Victoria Adunola Sampson worked as a primary school teacher from 1966 to 1968 after her secondary school education. She later obtained a diploma in marketing, and with this, she was employed as a sales officer at Philip Morris and Company Limited, where she rose to the level of a sales officer between 1968 and 1975. She joined the Oyo State Civil Service in 1975 and worked briefly at the Ministry of Trade and Industry till the late 1978. In 1979, Mama Victoria Adunola Sampson, having been beaten by the business bug of the Ijesha people, left the civil service work to become self-employed by trading in commodities. As an astute businesswoman, she began her foray into the downstream petroleum in 1980 by becoming a dealer under Texaco Nigeria Limited, now known as MRS PLC. During her time with Texaco, she distinguished herself by being the first Nigerian to win the highly competitive Texaco Latin America West Africa Award for the best overall dealer in 1990. This award was for the highest sales in both Latin America and West African regions in terms of sales, marketing, innovativeness, among others. Mrs. Victoria Adunola Bovas Group was established in 1980 and started operation as an indigenous petroleum marketing company. Being a people-oriented person, the first petroleum service station was opened in Oshogbo, the capital of Osun State, in 1991, with a view to assisting the government towards making petroleum products more accessible to everyone. In 2018, the group managing director of Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Dr. Maikati Kachala Baru, applauded Bovas Group for her transparency, integrity, and reliable service delivery. For being a shining light by consistently selling petroleum products at the official price, and for exemplary work in helping government. Although our modest beginning in Oshogbo was solely to serve humanity, that noble intention has since received divine blessing. Today, the company operates over 150 service stations around the country, with several more under various stages of construction to be added soon, with the dispensing machines checked regularly to avoid mechanical errors and meter tampering. At Bovas, you know you are getting your money's worth. 5 liters will be 5 liters, and at the official pump rate. In furtherance of our service to humanity, a liquefied petroleum gas plant to cater for domestic gas consumers, primarily in southwestern part of Nigeria, with 20 operational gas kits, was introduced in 1995. Bovas Group was listed in the top 100 businesses in Nigeria as far back as 2014. And as of today, the company's services to humanity includes: number 1, petroleum products shipping and haulage, Bovas bulk storage facility that store and aid eventual distribution of premium motor spirit, automotive gas, and dual-purpose kerosene. This facility has a capacity that can store up to 22 million liters. It has a haulage that can load 33,000 liters of each of these products, that is PMS, AGO, and DPK within 15 minutes. The facility has the largest trailer park that can accommodate not less than 50 trailers at a time, and the largest fleet of trucks in Nigeria, thus making Bovas the fastest in delivery of petroleum products to consumers. Number two, she's over Bovas Gas, which can provide gas directly to homes and provide refilling services at official rates and with strict policy against meter tampering to ensure customers get value for their money. But she also has Bovas Mart, which comprises of supermarkets, telecom services, short banking services, cafes, fast food joints, ATM, and so on. There is also the engineering services such as consultancy, procurements and deliverables, installation and commissioning, detailed designing and structural tests, and there's also the vast haulage. With dedicated fire stations, necessary equipment and infrastructure, you will be glad to know that since inception, Bovas has recorded no casualty or fatality and have maintained zero accident rate. A strong believer of the saying that when you stop learning, you start dying, Mrs. Victoria Adunola Sampson has not rested on her oars. She's an alumnus of Lagos Business School, Lagos, Nigeria, Harvard Business School, Boston, Massachusetts, USA IEC Business School, Barcelona, and she has added many other courses, seminars, and trainings on management, strategy, and leadership, both locally and internationally. A well sought after woman by many who have recognized her sterling qualities. She is the matron of Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, NNPC, PPMC Satellite Depot in Ejigbo, Lagos State, and of Akpata Depot in Ibadan, Oyo State. She is highly consulted by various companies in the petroleum industry. She fosters and builds relations with external experts and organizations. A seasoned strategist, she has the overall responsibility for corporate strategy and direction of the Bovas company. Mrs. Victoria Adunola Sampson is focused on the mission of the company, which is to create an effective and efficient distribution network service station operation with integrity, honesty, reliability, and excellence. She is doggedly fulfilling the mission of the company to be a household name in petroleum products in Nigeria and Africa. Our company's management philosophies, which is based on solid foundation, confidence, truth, and figure, has provided employment for many Nigerian youths. Ladies and gentlemen, it may interest you that Bovas Company Limited has an awesome management team of 23 creative and innovative people. And of these 23 people, 7, that is more than 30%, are products of our great institution, LAUTECH. Mr. Chancellor, sir, you now see why our relationship with Mama Adunola has been a sweet one that we would like to continue. Mama Victoria Adunola Sampson relationship with LAUTECH has also really been a blessing to this institution in many other ways. The Bovas building donated to this institution by Bovas Company Limited readily comes to mind. As the Holy Book rightly says, can two work together except they agree? LAUTECH motto is excellence, integrity, and service. That is the essence of our institution as a brand. And those are the key words of Bovas vision and shiny qualities as a company and a brand. Ma, I make bold to say, your union with LAUTECH was predestined and God's divine blessings, and that is the reason for this moment. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, seest thou a man, in this case a woman, diligent in her work. She will stand before kings and not mere men. With great joy in my heart, I present you this 29th day of April 2023 an innovative trailblazer par excellence, a resourceful empress, an astute but humane businesswoman, Victoria, who has conquered where many have failed the masses, Victoria, who like a soothing balm has been putting smiles on the faces of many at stressful moments, Adunola, whose wealth has been bringing sweetness into many homes and lives, Samson, a shining sun and shield for the masses in dark moments of national crisis, a conscientious Amazon, a primus inter pares, I mean a first among equals, one of a kind, even among all honest businessmen and women, integrity personified, a pride and inspiration to many, a model for honest, proactive, and innovative business, Mrs. Victoria Adunola Samson.
By the power conferred on me, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, DBA Honoris Causa, of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomosho. Congratulations, madam.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite AVM Jacob Adigun to deliver acceptance speech on behalf of the honorees. AVM Jacob Adigun, please step forward to deliver acceptance speech. Thereafter, one of the honorary degree awardees, who is an alumnus of the university, want to spend just 2 minutes to speak to this gathering. Just 2 minutes, please. I will advise, please, you follow AVM Adigun immediately he finishes so that we can take your speech immediately. Please, step forward.
Thank you very much. The visitor to the university and executive governor of Oyo State, Engineer Sheyi Makinde, ably represented by the deputy governor, Barrister Chief Adebayo Adeleke Lawal, the Chancellor of the university, His Royal Majesty, Sergeant Tawuse, and lovely wife, the Executive Governor of Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, my brother, the Pro-chancellor, Professor Omole, members of the State Executive Council, honorable members here present, the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor M.O. Liaisu, members of the University Governing Council and staff, our royal fathers, especially the Olugbon of Orile Egbon Oba Francis Alao, and very important personalities are present. My lords, spiritual and temporal, members of the press, great and greatest Ladokites, great and greatest Ladokites, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, once more, good afternoon. I esteem it a very great honor and privilege to represent all the awardees of the various distinguished and highly exalted awards bestowed on us by this great and prestigious university. On behalf of all the awardees, I am expressing our profound gratitude to the entire LAUTECH management for finding us worthy of these prestigious awards. Words alone cannot describe our heartfelt joy and gratitude. We are extremely humbled by this act of enviable recognition. And I say a very, very big thank you on behalf of all of us. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to reiterate the fact that LAUTECH is an outstanding institution, and we all know that. This is an institution that has produced very highly respected scholars, professionals, and top-notch personalities in Nigeria and indeed all over the world. Many alumni of LAUTECH have been making tremendous positive impacts in their various fields of endeavor across the globe. Little wonder then that LAUTECH has been ranked as the best state university in Nigeria. Can I have a resounding applause? Thank you. On this note, I want to say kudos to the entire LAUTECH management for excellent work they are doing to make this institution great and more importantly, making it greater. I must commend our, even though it's not here, but it's ably represented, our amiable and indefatigable and result-oriented governor, executive governor for your state, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for his untiring efforts on the sustainability of LAUTECH. Sir, we are proud of you, and we know that you will do more to make LAUTECH greater. Thank you, Your Excellency, and the Deputy Governor, sir, please help us extend to him that we say congratulations on his well-deserved re-election, which was made possible through his groundbreaking achievements since resuming office in 2019. Very distinguished guests, it is incontrovertible that LAUTECH has been impacting positively on socio-economic development of Ogbomoso land in particular, and Oyo State in general. This impact is unquantifiable and has to be sustained. It has to be sustained. Aside this fact, the academic excellence of staff and students of LAUTECH has to be encouraged and motivated. However, in this period of lean resources, we cannot leave everything to Oyo State government alone to carry. Indeed, our great governor, His Excellency,
Engineer Seyi Makinde has done very well, and he will still do more for Lautech. He will still do more for Lautech. Please let this round of applause reach him wherever he is today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now the question is this: what are we as individuals contributing to make Lautech greater? This is a clarion call. Lautech needs assistance by way of donation of buildings, provision of infrastructure, provision of vehicles, scholarships, bursary, endowment, laboratories, name it. Lautech needs assistance. And there's no better time than now for us to come to the aid of Lautech. We will not leave everything to government alone. Individuals, we must do something too. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is a clarion call. It is the responsibility of you and I to make Lautech greater. Accordingly, and I'm saying this, let me look at my fellow awardees. My fellow awardees, please look at me as I'm talking now. I, on behalf of Ayoka Foundation, a non-profit philanthropic organization in memory of my late mother, Madam Esther Ayoka Adigun, to the glory of God today, pledge to construct a befitting world-class laboratory or lecture hall for Lautech, depending on which one Lautech want first. But that is just the starting point. So many other things will follow. So, I am seizing this opportunity to implore us all, especially well-meaning individuals and organizations. So please contribute to the development and expansion of Lautech. This is a clarion call. It is a Macedonian call to help. Let us assist Lautech. As you do, I can bet you will be richly blessed. Nobody does something good for Ogbomoso and doesn't have a double benefit for it. Go and find out, research it. I'm a recipient of that. So, may God help us all as we do that. It is a task that almost all of us must do. So, without much ado, once more, on behalf of all the awardees, I sincerely express my profound gratitude to the Lautech management for the prestigious awards of inestimable values. I pray for higher and greater development of Lautech, and by extension, the entire Lautech management. Thanks, and God bless you all. Good afternoon.
Thank you. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State and the visitor to the university, Engineer Seyi Makinde, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, His Excellency Barrister Bayo Lawal. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, the Chancellor, His Royal Majesty, Honorary Sergeant Chidi Awuse, the Paramount Ruler of Emoa Kingdom, the Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Mojid Olaide Liasu. At this junction, you will please permit me to stand on already established protocols. I'm humbled being an alumni of this great institution and the first of its kind to be bestowed this honor today. I will try and make my speech as short as possible. I count it a rare privilege to receive this honorary doctorate degree today. It is even more significant being the first time such an honor is conferred upon an alumnus of the university. LAUTECH is one of the finest institutions in the world and the best state university in Nigeria. So says National University Commission. Its collaboration with prestigious universities such as the University of Kentucky lends credence to its great strides in teaching and research. Particularly worthy of note is its featuring in the Times Higher Education University ranking. That's international. Just a couple of days ago, we received the heartwarming news of two of our own, standing tall and flying high on the global stage by winning the Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Award in faraway Texas in the United States. A big congratulations to Tawhid Oyewo and Nayewole Emmanuel. It is incredibly humbling to stand here today as a local Ogbomoso boy who was simply trying to find his path in life. Little did I know fate had plans for me. While my initial desire was to study at the University of Ibadan, divine providence thrust me to LAUTECH. It might interest you to know that I lost both parents quite early in life. This made me mature so very quickly and assumed the role of a dad to my 5 siblings. It was from this university and this town that I have been exposed to enterprise, industry, and leadership with respect. These qualities shaped me into who I am today. This honor bestowed on me today is not for me alone. It is for my teachers, my mentors, my former classmates, my friends, and most especially my family, my lovely wife, Adetola, my girls, Florence and Diana, who would have loved to be here today. My story will not be complete without each and every one of you. You have all been part of my journey, and I'm deeply grateful for the gift of you and gift of life. I was given a second chance to live. A wise man once said, life is not measured by duration, but by donation. Life itself is characterized by giving. For the moment we cease to give, we cease to live. I stand before you as someone who has made a reckless commitment to giving. And I will keep giving as long as I draw breath. What I did in obscurity for many years is today in the spotlight. In my short journey through life, I have learned some valuable lessons, such as the place of discipline, staying focused, being a person of integrity, and above all else is the God factor. God has been an integral part of the success I enjoy today. And I owe everything, I mean everything, everything to God. Without God, I am nothing. To my teachers and mentors, thank you for the hard work and the seed sown. This award is part of the harvest of your labor of love. I see Father today simply because I stood on the shoulders of those who have gone ahead of me. To the postgraduate students, please know that until character is formed, education is not complete. The lessons you have learned and gleaned from your academic stints are simply seeds which must be nurtured into fruitful trees. I want you to know you will experience challenges, perhaps tough ones. But I trust the process. And you should trust the process. Failure is a critical part of success. Therefore, you must have the freedom to fail, but you must never give up. Resilience. It takes a lot of resilience to keep trudging, even when you fail. It's success on the way. I'm inspired by Buckminster Fuller, a man who never graduated from college. He was actually expelled twice. He once said, "You can never learn less. You can only learn more." The reason I know so much is because I've made so many mistakes. Fuller went ahead to become an architect, a mathematician, an inventor, a designer, a writer, and a philosopher. In his lifetime, he received 46 honorary doctorates and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. No man ever became great except through many great mistakes. Believe in yourself. For if you do, you can change the world. I wish you all good success. At this junction, I relish any opportunity to give back. Therefore, by the grace of God and for the benefit of the students in particular and the society in general, I will be donating the Faculty of Arts and Social Science Lecture Theatre with a hall with a capacity that can seat 500 to 700 pupils. By the special grace of God, we will give back, and not just to mankind, but to all. Once again, my deepest gratitude for this recognition. I thank you all. I don't take any of this for granted. Thank you. Thank you.
As we gradually move into the end of this program, we cannot end this program without recognizing our guests who have taken the pain to be here. Some were here yesterday, we have recognized them. For those who are here representing other universities to felicitate with us, I want to recognize you now. You step forward, you'll be led to the podium here where you have a handshake with the Vice Chancellor and then give him your message. I want to recognize those who are here with us, especially Professor Olusegun Odunola, Hallmark University. He's one of us, very much part of this university. We appreciate you, sir, for being here, for taking the time to be here. Professor Julius Oloke, Precious Cornerstone University, another Lautech, if I must say, that the Lord is using somewhere else. We very much appreciate your presence, sir. Professor Peter Olakpegba, University of Ibadan. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much for coming. Dr. Shola Ogunjimi, representing Vice Chancellor, Lead City University, Ibadan. You're welcome, sir. Ademola Kolakpo, representing Vice Chancellor, Bells University, Ota. You're welcome, sir. Professor Adeda Ajayi, Vice Chancellor, First Technical University, Ibadan. You're welcome, sir. Professor G.D. Akashoro, DVC, Alkima University, Ilorin. You're welcome, sir. Professor Omalolu Fakpoju, Vice Chancellor, Kwara State University. You're welcome, sir. We appreciate your coming to rejoice with us today. Professor David Aworinde, DVC, Olusegun Agagu University. You're welcome. Professor Sulaimon Ambali, DVC, University of Ilorin. Thank you for coming. Professor Adeniyi Olatubosun, Kolada Ise University, Ibadan. Thank you very much. We appreciate your coming. Dr. Oladipo Kolawole, VC, Adeleke University. Believe representing the VC University, Adeleke University, Ede. Dr. Veronica Ibitola Makinde, DVC University of Education, Ikere Ekiti. You're very much welcome. We appreciate you, sir. And once again, we still want to appreciate our NUC Executive Secretary Representative, Mr. John Ali Madu, who has been here since yesterday. He has delivered a speech of the Executive Secretary. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, you can rise up for recognition for people to see you again. He has been here with us since yesterday. We appreciate your presence and your patience. Sir, we are getting to the end. Professor Tuko, we have Professor Tuko with us, Modibo Adama University. Thank you very much for coming from such a long distance. We recognize you, Modibo Adama University. Thank you very much, Professor Tuko. As we gradually get to the end of this very important and noble ceremony, we want to appreciate all of us once again for deeming it fit to be here. We appreciate your sacrifice, your commitment, your cooperation, and everything you have thrown in to make this occasion a worthwhile one. Thank you very much, and God bless. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite you to declare the convocation ceremony closed.
I hereby declare the convocation ceremony closed.
Once again, we appreciate everyone that is here. Recession will be in reverse order. Please, let's be patient. The Chancellor...
Please, everybody should be seated. Please be seated. You will not be allowed to go out. Please be seated. There is order of protocol. Please sit there. Be seated, please.
Can we have loud tech anthem?
We sing the louder your promotion of applied sciences. See the spectrum and the beaming of the rays of progress. Students of Lauter are the leaders today we manifest. Great staff committed to the training of the total persons. Mountain, bridge mountains, always stand for excellence. Bridge mountain, bridges mountains, integrity and service. Integrity and service.
Or your state anthem.
Aṣíwájú lélẹ́dùmarè Aṣíwájú ni wá, aṣíwájú ni wá. Aṣíwájú ni wá.
National anthem. Please, let's wait for members of the Chancellor's procession to leave, followed by the Governing Council members of LAUTECH, visiting Vice Chancellors, and others.